everybody, and welcome to my video today. I want to share with you guys the brand new in colors for Stampin' Up. Each year, Stampin' Up comes out with 5 colors that are trendy, that are not in our regular color lineup, and they complement all of our colors really well, but we only have the in colors for 2 years at a time. So this year, these are the brand new in colors. We have 5. I would say that these are softer, and then this is like definitely like a jewel tone, which is fun. Sometimes I like it when they're all like very subtle, or when they're all in the jewel color tones, but I forget oftentimes that we don't necessarily use all these 5 colors together. They just are released together. So we have soft succulent, which is probably going to be my favorite. I lean towards this color. Bermuda Bay is my favorite, and then mint macaroon and pool party, like that's going to be where I'm going to lean, and probably what's going to be my favorite. We have pale papaya, polished pink, fresh fiesta. I want to say, I might have said that wrong. Might not be the right one. I always butcher these names. And then evening evergreen. These are gorgeous. Some of them go together. Like, I feel like you can definitely pair some of these together for sure. What I want to do is I want to make 5 cards showing off these colors, and we're going to use the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. And what I've done is I've purchased 2 of these stamp sets. They're not that expensive when you just get the stamp set itself. So with one of the stamp sets, I purchased the bundle, and I did the stamp set and then the dies, which are gorgeous. And then I purchased a second stamp set, and I cut it apart so that I could do things with the stamps a little bit different than keeping it together. They're really easy to cut apart. This is probably the easiest stamp set ever that you would find to cut apart. So that's what I have. I have 2 stamp sets, and then I have all of the ink colors in the YouTube description below, and on my website, I will list all of the things that you can get with the new ink colors. This is what I do every single year. I buy all of the things, the ink pads, there's blend markers to go with each of these. There is ribbon to go with each of these. There are some beautiful rhinestones we're going to use. So you can get all of the things that coordinate, which is really great. And then you can get the card stock as well. So we're going to make a card. It's going to be the same design, but we're going to do it in all 5 of the colors. So let's get started. What I've done is I have pre-cut a lot of my stuff. So this is going to go a little bit faster. And then we're also going to use the Stamparatus to do our stamping, and I'll show you that. So right here, what I've done is I've just cut all of my pieces, and then I'm stacking all of this together. And then we'll work on each one. I might not do all 5 on camera, but you'll get the idea. So what I have here for the card is I have a piece of cardstock. So I just took a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I cut that in 5 at 4 1/4, and then I folded it at 5 1/2. So we have an A2 size card. The next piece that I have, which we're going to do very flat, is going to be this designer series paper, or this pattern paper. And this comes in a pack of 6 by 6, and it has all of the colors. So that's really nice. It has a couple different patterns you can see. I love this plaid piece. I've used the plaid quite a bit. It's probably my favorite of the designs. I just used this design in a different color on my swap cards. So if you haven't seen that video, I will, on YouTube, it'll be out tomorrow. On my Facebook page, it's already up. So now what I want to do is take my Stamparatus. I've placed my butterflies in here. Now I'm going to do my stamping. So I'm just going to line this up how I want it. We'll open up our ink pad here. I'm going to ink up this butterfly here, or all these butterflies, and then I will just close this, and then sort of gently, but with pressure. Does that make sense? We're going to press this down, and then our butterflies are stamped there. So the great thing is I'm just gonna leave this in here. I'll clean it before I do my next color, but okay, let's get back to this. I had some technical difficulties. So currently I'm not sure exactly what was in my previous clip. So I'm gonna take it from here. I've readjusted and hopefully that won't happen again. My little blip with my camera here. So I have this is the Just Jade, and you can see I've put together all the other ones, and I thought I was filming the whole time. So I'm going to walk you through this one start to finish, and then I'll show you the other ones. This is the Just Jade color. So I have my cardstock. Take this piece out, set this aside, and then this piece right here. So these were really simple measurements. We just had an A2 size card. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We took 1/4 inch off our designer paper, and then we used this cardstock here, which is Just Jade. So it's just another piece of that cardstock. And I'm gonna grab my ruler so I can give you the measurement. And this is going to be 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then this piece is going to be 3 by 4, which is one of my favorite measurements when you're doing cards. The 3 by 4 and the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, it just really makes it easy to do cards. So we're going to add this piece here. And I think this might be where I cut off last time. I had forgot to add my ribbon and I was getting ready to do that. So all I'm gonna do here is add my ribbon, and I'm just adding that Just Jade. This ribbon is really, really gorgeous, and it ties really nicely, but it does take a little bit of, like, you gotta fuss with it a little bit. So I'm just gonna tie this in a knot. I'm gonna pull it pretty tight so the cardstock will curl a little bit, because as I go to tie my bow, that will loosen a little bit and it will end up being just perfect. So I'll just tie a bow. This part is, you just have to fuss around with it a little bit, and I'm gonna leave this in here, the real time that it took me to tie this bow, so you can see that. And then while you're watching me tie this bow, I just want to mention, don't forget that there's an awesome promotion happening this month with the starter kit. So when you purchase the starter kit, it's $99, and you get to pick out $155 in product. So it would be really awesome to get all your new in color stuff, and your inks, and your cardstock, and the ribbons, and even the blends. And you also get free shipping. So that's really amazing as well. And I would love for you, see, this is like, I need to like fix this a little bit. It twisted when I pulled that through. So I'm just going to spend a little time fluffing this. It's not too loose, but I have a little trick to make sure it stays in place. So I would love for you to join our Blessed to Stamp group. We have an exclusive group for everybody who joins with me, which is really fun. We have giveaways, and we have challenges and card swaps. And you guys just saw me make those yesterday on my Facebook page. And so it's really fun, and I would just love for you to join. So if you have any questions, you can, of course, leave a comment or email me. You get a discount on all your product, and you don't have to do this as a business. I think that's the thing that people think automatically, is that if they sign up, then they're going to have to do this as a business, and they don't want to do it as a business, and that's okay. So the thing is that you can just get a discount on your product, get free shipping, and get a little extra product, especially from a new catalog, and it will be fun. We'll add that, and then this piece is now popped up, which is really nice. And we're just gonna add this. Hopefully I'm in frame. I'm just having problems with filming today, you guys. I'll use my grid mat to line this up. I will add this right to the card here. And then I just have this is from the Sweetly Stitched, and we're gonna use Just Jade again. And I'm using a stamp from the new set here. And I just love these sentiments and the scriptiness of them. The font choice, I love it. So it fits perfectly on there. So I just did Just Jade. And then all I'm gonna do is, I am gonna add dimensionals to this because it's going to hold down my ribbon really well. So I'm gonna put quite a few dimensionals on here. Normally I wouldn't cover the whole back, but because that ribbon is right there, it's gonna make it really nice to cover that ribbon up, and not cover it up, but hold it in place. The bow will still show perfectly, but it will just give that ribbon a little bit more, I guess, like it won't move around as much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then we'll just place this here like so. And then the last step is I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife. I'm going to take some of these jewels and I'm going to place them over here. This is one of the things I do all of the time. I just sprinkle a little bit of bling around my card because it's pretty, right? Okay, so here's the Just Jade color. I love that. I love the jewels on it. They're really pretty. So we have Just Jade. Then we have the... I should have my ink pads out so I can like know the colors. I forget what color this is called. This is Pale Papaya. Then I have the Evening Evergreen. And then this one, I forget this one too. This is the one I messed up the name earlier. But I just made these. These I'm actually going to send out as thank yous for some birthday gifts I got last month. I'm terrible at getting cards in the mail sometimes, and I haven't sent out thank you cards, so I will do that with these. I love the way they came out. There are photos on my coordinating blog post along with a supply list in the YouTube description and on my website. And when you spend $250 this month with Stampin' Up, you get an extra $25 in product for free. So that is amazing. And I love the new ink colors. Tell me what you think below. I was not sad to see the ones that retired this time. I wasn't sad to see those go. Those were not my favorite. So I'm happy to have some fresh colors in our lineup, and you will definitely be seeing me use these. Let me know which one is your favorite and if you're loving these new colors. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back later this week to share with you again. Have a great day, guys.